Family, I've just finished my interview with Mr. Jawara. I met the man himself. He has such a beautiful spirit, so humble, a wonderful, wonderful man, obviously doing so much here in the Gambia, not for himself, but for his people. Here in this amazing building built by Mr. Jawara, on the first floor and the second floor, the full length of the first and the second floor is occupied by the Ministry of Women's Affairs, yes. A fairly new ministry under this administration, under this government, under Barra's government. So whenever you see this product on the market in the Gambia, you would have met the man behind the making of this. Greetings. So you're also one of Mr. Jawara's managers, right?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name, please?
My name is Sambajao.
Sambajao. Delighted to meet you. And what do you manage here on behalf of Mr. Jawara?
I am managing the security.
Brilliant. Security. Okay. And what's your background, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been in the Gambia Police Force for 38 years until I was retired.
Yes.
After retirement, I took up this job.
Wow. So you know all about security. Course, yes. Fantastic.
Course, yes.
Oh, so his business is in good hands.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And how long have you been working for Mr. Jawara for?
For 4 years now.
4 years. Okay. Have you enjoyed those 4 years?
Yeah, of course, yes.
He's a good boss?
Yeah, he's a good boss.
Oh, that's great.
Very good and honest somebody.
Yes, yes. I'm glad to hear it. And, you know, so many people have had so many good things to say about Mr. Jawara. You know, the charitable side of him as an employer, you know, and to think that he could have been living another life in one of many countries, but he decided to come back home.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Great. I feel great.
Yes.
Because there are people in this country who have money, if not more than him. They will just come and then buy land, build compounds, rent it out, and then they will be benefiting alone in their families.
Right.
So Jawara took his money, he invested it into this country,
Yes.
created employment for the youths.
Yes.
You cannot just imagine, you know, right now if you go, his company is a big company.
Yes,
you have the security section, you have the manager, the construction,
yes,
and then you have the factory,
yes,
you have the sand mining.
yes.
You know, you cannot imagine how many people are working there. How many people are working and they are all benefiting from it. So if we can have at least 2 or 3 of his type in this country,
Yes.
unemployment will be, I'm not saying it will be 0, but at least it will be reduced.
Yes, significantly so.
Significantly.
Yeah, and plus he'll inspire the next generation to do the same. Others who come after him who make money and see what he's doing, you know, and his accomplishments will also be inspired maybe to walk in his footsteps as well. Oh, wonderful.
He's a good man. Sometimes people might say, oh, he's working for Mr. Jawara. No. We have seen what he has been doing.
Yes.
Could you imagine, even today, how many people, he will be sending people to me. Mr. Jawara, are you in the office? Yes. Do you have money in your safe? I said, yes, I have money. Okay, this man is coming. He has a problem. Can you give him 20,000? This man is coming. He has a problem. Can you give him 10,000?
Wow.
Today alone.
Right. Yes.
today alone, the money that I have given away to people is more than 100,000.
Wow. He's a generous man. He's a very generous man, isn't he?
You go to the provinces, people will just call me, Mr. Jao, we have a mosque and then we want Mr. Jao to help us. If you tell him, he said, why not? Let them tell you how much they need.
Yes.
And he will do it. He would not like anybody to say, Mr. Jawara is the one building this mosque.
And you know what? There's something about the universe and the way it works. The more you give, the more that comes back to you. And, you know, I can see that, you know, everybody that works for him just wants to give back to him as well. You know, because he gives so much. I can see the loyalty. I can hear it in what people have to say about him, the way they speak of him.
This morning I spoke to his elder brother, the same mom and dad, Haji Jawara. Maybe he will see this interview. We are speaking, me and him, we are discussing. He said, you see, my brother, Abubakar, I said, he said, whatever he wants, he will get it. God will give it to him. I said, why? He said, starting it with me, he respected me. Anything that I want to take from him, he will just ask me, brother, take it. That he has taken care of his mother, he has taken care of his dad, and then he's helping people outside. His own brother was telling me this morning. I said, yes, we know a lot about Mr. Jawar now, because I've been working with him closely. I know how generous he is. I know how he is helping people. But you know, this is the world. You know, you cannot just say everybody has to talk good about you. Sometimes you must have people who will be talking about, you know, things that you are.
Oh yes, you can always find, people can always find something to complain about if they want to. Yes. But the good overshadows and overwhelms.
Always, this is always what I tell them. I said the good will always overshadow whatever they say. So, he's that type of man. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to meeting this man. For sure you will meet him. Yes, he's a great man, a great man. Someone who I'm holding in high esteem already. I haven't even met him yet, but just from his character. We have our staffs now, right now, we have over 200 staffs. But next month, Ramadan, we'll make sure each and every one of us is given a bag of rice, a bag of sugar, 20 liters of oil, and then some money. That is not a credit, it's free of charge for you just to help your family. 200 members of staff. He will do that every year. Every year during the Ramadan he will do that. Wow. He's a 1 in a billion, not even 1 in a million, 1 in a billion. Sure. And like you said, if we had, more of the lives of Mr. Jawara, Gambia would be on another level within a few years' time. For sure. Yes. For sure. He's a very good man. He's a very good man. He take care of his staffs. Definitely, I've seen it here. Some staffs will come and then they'll tell me, sir, we want holidays because we want to go and we're getting married. Yes. And then I'll call him. I say, Mr. Jawara, I'm giving permission, 1 week permission to this staff because he's going to get married. He's going to get married just like that. I said, yes. Okay, I'm coming. If you come, he will take an amount of money that we are not expecting. And he will say, give it to him to go and help himself. It's such a beautiful spirit because when I see people leaving this world, in a box or whatever they go out in, they can't take anything at all with them. No matter how much money you have in the bank, no matter how many properties you have, you can't take it with you when you go. So to be able to just give that away and to, invest in other people's lives and contribute towards them and their families and go knowing that, your name is going to live on long after you've gone. Jawara will surprise his workers. He will look at you, you are a family man. Maybe you are renting, you don't have your own compound, you are renting. He will surprise you. He will just build a compound and call you one day and say, take it. Wow. He's done that before? He's done that. Wow. I attest to that. Wow. He's done that. So, this is why, I always tell people, I said, if we have 3-4 Mr. Jawaras in this country, the Gambia will be in another level.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I hope after this video goes out, in fact, I hope it goes viral so that we can encourage more people
Yeah.
to be as generous as Mr. Jawara, you know, so that they could be talked about in the way that he's been spoken of, and so that they can walk around this country knowing that they have helped hundreds of people.
Yeah.
It goes into the thousands because every individual has a family.
Yeah.
And if those individuals are sponsoring 10 people, that's 2,000 people that he's already helped.
Yeah.
And so many more. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing the
welcome.
story.
You are welcome.
Absolutely beautiful.
You are welcome.
Looking forward to meeting the man himself. Yeah. Thank you. Greetings.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Wow, I am so delighted to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I have been hearing so much about you.
Thank you.
My name is Sista Shanice,
Okay.
and I'd like to welcome you to the Sista Shanice Show,
Okay.
a YouTube channel that promotes Africa
Yeah.
in a positive light. I do news, reviews, interviews,
Okay.
and talk shows.
That's great.
And I'd like to thank your
Mr.
manager
Jawab.
here, Mr. Jawab, and he's been telling me a bit about you as well.
Yeah.
I've been to your factory. I've been to your mining site.
Okay.
You're absolutely amazing
Thank you.
and one of a kind, most definitely. So I've really got to ask, you know, you to just please introduce yourself so that we get to know who you are.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. My name is Abubakar Jawara, born in Gambia, Gambia village. I'm a businessman, so entrepreneurs in Gambia. Start my life many places in the world. I traveled to a lot of places in the world. Been to America also as well.
America, which
Yes.
which parts or states in America?
Atlanta, New York. I visited North Carolina and Denver, Colorado,
Yes. And what other countries have you visited?
France, you know, and then Angola, China, Hong Kong, Thailand,
Wow.
Singapore, and also Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines. Lots of countries I've been to before.
Beautiful.
I cannot name all.
Yeah.
So,
Well travelled and obviously.
Europe, East Europe, huh?
Yeah.
East Europe.
Eastern Europe as
Yes,
well. So you've seen a lot,
Yeah.
obviously, on your travels, and you could have chosen to live in any one of those countries that you've named, I'm sure. But you decided to come home to the Gambia. What made you decide to come home?
Yeah, because I start my career when I was 18 years. I traveled out of the Gambia. I went to Nigeria. From there, I find myself in Angola. You know, to make it short. So I spent 9 years in Angola with my big brother Aji Jawara. He's a big businessman as well. He's a tycoon businessman. Up to now, he's living there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's living there more than 30 years.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so through to him, I able to make myself as a, learn many things in business. You know, through to him, I learned lot of things in my life.
So you credit your older brother for depositing in you the entrepreneurial skills and the philanthropic skills that you, characteristics that you have.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's such an important message, you know.
Yeah.
So to entrepreneurs and business people out there, it's so important to have young people
Yes.
walking in their footsteps. Yeah, so they can take on those characteristics.
That's true.
Beautiful. And then at some point you decided that you were going to bring your enterprising and entrepreneurial skills back home to the
Yes,
Gambia.
so I was in Angola
Uh-huh.
9 years, and I went to China. You know, I
Yeah.
went to China 15 years. You know, and then I created my company there, Angola and China. You know, my company is GACH, Gambia, Angola, China Holding Company. So
Brilliant.
because those three countries is all of is very important in my life. I born in Gambia. I started my career in Angola. I ended in China, and I'm back to Gambia now. Yeah, I'm here now since 2017.
Okay, just a few
Yeah, I
years.
came fully.
Yes.
So as you visit some of my activities, some of in countryside. Yes. So the construction is land development is in countryside.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, we are doing other things.
So I saw the mining operations that was going on there. I spoke to one of your managers there. It was wonderful to speak to him and to see the staff there all working away. So I could see that business side. Went to the factory, the tomato puree factory, spoke with your manager there, and saw the staff and the team in full operation, saw the production line that's going on. There's a lot of people outside of Africa who have a very, distorted image of Africa.
Yes.
And so when we come and we can actually show that there's factories here, there's development going on here, it's such an inspiration to people outside of Africa. Now, if you were to send a message to people outside of Africa who have got money that they could be investing here, yeah, what would your message to them be?
My message to them. Let us come back in Africa and create, employment. The energy we have to go to other countries.
Yes.
If you use that energy in Africa, we can survive. I can promise you that. We can survive. We can do something. We can create. Together. We can create employment. We can work in our motherland country in Africa. We can do better than the other countries. For me, alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful. I came back and I create a lot of employment. 300 people working under me, all my activity, Gaj Group. It's about, their salaries is about more than $20,000 or $30,000, per month. So that is something we can benefit on it. If it is another country, so, it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
So, to avoid this back way,
Yes.
going to Mediterranean Sea, take risk. If you use that energy in Africa,
Yeah.
yeah, you can turn it, you can get something, and then you can benefit on it, and people can benefit on it. We can help each other, and then employ each other, work together, harmony, and then tranquility. I think we have to support that, and the African governments, they have to open the door for their African entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Let them in charge their own, responsibility, rather than giving foreigners. I don't say it's wrong, but let them give opportunity to their own African sons. Let them let them use it, and then the money will stay.
Yes.
But if it is a foreign company, the money will go. So, but if it is a local company, the money will stay.
Absolutely. Yes, because as you say, not begrudging others wanting to come and do business in Africa, but the reality is,
Yes.
if it's a Chinaman doing business in Africa, he's going to be sending his money back home to China to support his family
That's true.
and to contribute towards the development of
That's true.
China.
That's true.
Whereas, if you've got Africans
Yes.
living in
Most
Africa.
of government people, they will say that the African companies, they are not mature or they are not experienced. But how can you get experience if you don't teach them?
Right.
You have to start. If you cannot count 10 if you don't start 1.
Absolutely.
You have to start 1 until 10.
Yes.
But if you want to jump 1 to 10, it's impossible. You have to create. You have to open the door to produce a lot of millionaires. Produce a lot of experienced people. To develop, and then they will adapt to the system. Because the all countries I live in before, I saw they give opportunity to their own people.
Yes.
Like Angola, like China, So,
they invest in their people.
They are giving opportunity to Chinese.
Right. What
They are
sort
giving
of
opportunity
opportunities?
to Angola, huge opportunity.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but our other African countries, you know, they don't trust their own people. So we should trust each other.
Yes.
The population is to trust government. Government have to trust in population.
Yes.
You know, and then we can adapt to the system. We can trust each other, and then it's not only government can solve the problem. You know, it's all citizens. You know, concerning citizens, you have obligation to do your part.
Yes.
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 To do that part,
yes. Let's
you
go
need
to the
to
citizens.
follow the system.
Yes.
You need to follow the procedure.
Yes, absolutely.
To able to create environment to everybody to benefit on it.
I see a lot of enterprise going on here in the Gambia. I see a lot of people actually trying to do something to help themselves. You know, they've got their little stalls, there's a lot of hustle and a bustle, people are trying to make their furniture, they're doing their welding, they're doing their bits of carpentry. You know, they're utilising their skills to the best of their ability. And I've seen in other countries as this is where the government steps in and provides big training programs, you know, for the people to be able to train to higher levels. They provide them with tools and they provide them with machinery so that they can upscale what they're doing. Do you see in the future that happening here in the Gambia? And how do you think, you know, that could come about with maybe the government in partnership with the private sector, creating those sorts of opportunities?
I think if you check it compared to now to before, you know, you can see, you know, many people they are ready to do this kind of things. You know, I can see a lot of Gambians now. They are doing, you know, furniture. They are doing bed. They are doing, you know, they are doing a lot of things.
Yes.
You know, because, you know, before everybody want to go to Europe. You know, and then other countries. But now, you know, everybody know that if you can stay here, we can make it.
Right.
So most of people they are trying to open small factory. You know, the government also trying to, you know, open the training centers. You know, to let them, you know, the skills. You know, to train and then, you know, do, you know, machinery, you know, and carpentry. You know, many things they are trying to learn and do for themselves. You know, as we are speaking right now, some Gambians, they are trying to, you know, do poultry. You know, they have huge poultry. You know, they are, you know, every day they are going to sell.
Yes.
You know, even me, I have some Gambians, they are supplying me in chicken.
Brilliant.
I don't buy this import chicken anymore. If I need, I will call them, they will bring.
Yes.
And egg as well.
Yes.
You know, they are
Give
trying.
me their contact details.
Yes.
I'll go and interview them.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can promote their business
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So many Gambians they are trying to, you know, to do something, you know, then they can stay.
The opportunities are here.
These are here, many
Yes,
opportunities.
yeah,
many.
that's fantastic.
Many.
And to young entrepreneurs, enterprising young people coming up, you know, what message would you want to give to those young people?
Yeah, they have to, you know, they have to go ahead and let them know discourage, because life is have a lot of challenge. You know, those challenges is in life, nobody can stop it, but you have to know when you make first mistake, you know, second, you don't have to make mistake. You have to learn from your mistake, and also you have to, you know, think very well before you approach anything. You have to, you know, take consultancy before you go for it. You have to take advice from the people, you know, who have experience before. You ask, research, you know.
Yes.
I want to do this, how is it? They will teach you.
Right.
But don't be discouraged, you know, because life is always have challenge. But those challenge, you have to, you know, face with them.
Yes.
You know, so I can advise them, you know, Africa have a lot of future. You know, we can, you know, we can enjoy it in
It's
the
a
future.
new day.
Inshallah.
Yes, it's certainly a new day for Africa. The opportunities are here, and the young people are seeing the opportunities. And with the advice that you've given, if they follow it, yet they will make it. If at first you don't succeed, my mum used to say, try and try again.
And try again. That's true.
Yeah.
You'll succeed.
Oh, wonderful. Mr. Jawara here, we've just put some of your produces next to you. How does it make you feel? You know, seeing those produces, knowing that this is the architect of your works.
I feel great, and then my dream come true. I thank God, because when I was in China, one day I say I was to make factory in my country. Some people say your country is very small. You know, you invest $6 million in tomato factory. Why you don't build infrastructure and rent them? I said, that's not my philosophy. My philosophy, I want to create employment. So I invest $6 million in that tomato factory, and this building, Fat Golden Plaza, I invest $2.2 million. And then other infrastructures also I have it. Almost in, you know, since I started my career until now, I, you know, build, you know, some, you know, basic, you know, work foundation to able to create employment for young Gambians. You know, we invest here more than $12 million. You know, so it's grateful. You know, and then I'm very, very happy. You know, to see my products in front of me in this kind of wonderful interview. You know, so I'm very, very happy. We are in tomato and water. You know, hopefully also we are going to make mayonnaise in future, ketchup, pepper, you know, many things we're going to add in our production line as soon as possible. Right now, our product, Gambia, you know, I can say is #1.
Hey!
Yes. Many women, they like our product.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I was saying as well, you know, you're starting with the Gambia, but Nigeria, you know, loves tomato puree. They use so much of it in their jollof rice.
Yes.
And I believe they actually import theirs. So from outside of Africa, so in time, you know, you can find yourself supplying the Nigerian market,
Yes,
the whole of West Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And this building is beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
filmed it as I was coming in. Golden building.
Yeah.
Did you design it?
Yeah.
Where did you get the inspiration from?
I just, you know, in nature, I know how to do the things in nature. You know, I have some kind of feeling.
Yeah.
You know, about you know, organize the things. You know, this is my nature. You know, because when you know, I'm the one who gave the design to the building.
Right.
And then the building I name it to my late mom.
Oh, beautiful.
My late mother, Haja Fatou Kaba. May Allah grant her Jannat Firdaus.
Yes.
She just passed away, I can say less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wow, I'm
Yes.
sorry to hear that.
Just
Sorry
passed
for
away
your
less than
loss.
2 weeks, yes.
Wow.
She was a great lady. She was, you know, very, you know, wonderful lady. So I can't forget her in my life. I always pray for her, because without her, we shouldn't be here, we shouldn't do all these things.
Right, you wouldn't
So it's part of my life.
Yes, yes. Her legacy lives on through you. Yeah, and all that she has instilled in you in all the years that she was here. You know, you are sharing with so many more people as well. Yeah, so you're depositing a bit of your mother everywhere and in everyone.
That's true.
She lives on.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
I'm
that's
sure
why
she was so proud of you as well.
I named her this building, Fat Golden Plaza.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll have to write the name of it to make sure I get the correct spelling as well.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful building. It stands out, you know, glistens in the sun.
Thank you.
Yeah, another fantastic piece of work. I mean, I would imagine most people after building a plaza in a building like this would sit back and, you know, and be comfortable for life. But no, not you.
Yeah.
You've got on and you're doing mining, you've got the factory going, you've got the water production coming, new lines that are coming through as well.
Also.
Construction as well.
Security.
Security.
This is my security manager.
Yes. Oh, You're amazing. You really are. Well, and
Yeah.
thank you so much
You're
for your
welcome.
time.
Thank you.
You know, it's been amazing speaking with you,
Thank you.
seeing all of what you're doing in the Gambia, and I
Thank you.
certainly hope that people watching the video will be inspired
Thank you very much.
by you as well. Thank you so much
You're welcome.
for your time, Mr.
Thank you.
Jawara.
Thank you very much. Nice
One
to meet
love.
you. Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank
One
you.
love. I certainly hope that you enjoyed the story. I'm going to be searching out to find out more, find more Mr. Jawaras in the Gambia, because I know they're out here and I know they're existed. So please continue to follow the channel and share. Let's promote the good stories about Africa and the Gambia. More love, more power, more voodoo. Sista Shanice out of here for now. Thank you.